Introduction. Hey everyone, and welcome to a concise yet comprehensive look at one of the most significant economic downturns in modern history, the Great Depression. In just 11 minutes, we'll unravel the complex web of events, causes, and consequences that plunged the world into a decade of hardship and reshaped societies forever. Get ready to understand the human story behind the statistics and the lessons that continue to resonate today. The Roaring Twenties, a false sense of security. To understand the depth of the Depression, we first need to look at the preceding era, the Roaring Twenties. Imagine a time of booming stock markets, rapid industrial growth, and a widespread belief in endless prosperity. Consumerism was on the rise, and the stock market became a popular avenue for wealth accumulation. However, beneath this veneer of success lay underlying economic imbalances, including overproduction, unequal wealth distribution, and risky financial practices. This period set the stage for the dramatic fall that was to come. Black Tuesday, the stock market crash of 1929. The spark that ignited the Great Depression is often cited as Black Tuesday, October 29, 1929. Picture the panic on Wall Street as stock prices plummeted dramatically, wiping out billions of dollars in wealth in a single day. This wasn't just a market correction. It shattered confidence, triggered a wave of selling, and marked the abrupt end of the speculative boom. The crash had a ripple effect, impacting banks, businesses, and individuals across the nation. Bank runs and the collapse of the financial system. Following the stock market crash, a crisis of confidence gripped the banking system. Imagine people lining up outside banks, desperately trying to withdraw their savings as rumors of bank failures spread. These bank runs led to the collapse of thousands of banks, as they lacked sufficient reserves to meet the demands of panicked depositors. The failure of the financial system severely restricted credit and further choked economic activity. The Dust Bowl, environmental catastrophe in the Midwest. Adding to the economic woes was an unprecedented environmental disaster in the American Midwest known as the Dust Bowl. Picture vast stretches of farmland turned into arid wastelands due to severe drought and unsustainable agricultural practices. Massive dust storms swept across the plains, displacing millions of people who became known as Okies as they searched for work and a better life. This ecological catastrophe compounded the human suffering of the Depression. Mass unemployment and human suffering. The economic collapse led to mass unemployment on an unprecedented scale. Imagine millions of Americans out of work, struggling to provide for their families. Soup kitchens and bread lines became stark realities, and homelessness soared. The human cost of the Great Depression was immense, marked by poverty, despair, and the loss of hope for the future. We'll explore the personal stories and the social impact of this widespread joblessness. Hoover's response and the rise of Roosevelt. President Herbert Hoover's initial response to the crisis was largely based on a belief in voluntary action and limited government intervention. However, as the Depression deepened, public dissatisfaction grew. This paved the way for the election of Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1932, who promised a New Deal for the American people, signaling a shift towards more active government involvement in the economy. The New Deal, government intervention and recovery efforts. Roosevelt's New Deal programs aimed to provide relief, recovery, and reform. Imagine the creation of initiatives like the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC, putting young men to work on environmental projects, and the Works Progress Administration, WPA, employing millions in public works. We'll explore key New Deal programs and their impact on alleviating suffering and stimulating the economy, while also acknowledging the ongoing debate about their effectiveness. The global impact of the Great Depression. The Great Depression was not confined to the United States. It had a profound global impact. Imagine international trade collapsing as countries implemented protectionist policies. Industrialized nations around the world experienced similar economic downturns, leading to widespread unemployment and social unrest. We'll briefly examine the interconnectedness of the global economy and how the Depression spread internationally. The end of the Depression and World War II. The exact end date of the Great Depression is debated, but the massive mobilization for World War II is widely considered to have played a significant role in pulling many economies out of the slump. Imagine factories shifting to wartime production and millions of people finding employment in the military and related industries. The war effort provided the economic stimulus that the New Deal struggled to fully achieve. Lessons learned and lasting impact. The Great Depression left an indelible mark on economic thought and government policy. Imagine the creation of social safety nets, like Social Security, and the implementation of stricter financial regulations aimed at preventing future crises. We'll discuss the key lessons learned from this period and its lasting impact on how governments and societies respond to economic downturns. Conclusion. The Great Depression was a period of immense hardship and transformation, a stark reminder of the fragility of economic systems and the human cost of economic collapse. By understanding its causes and consequences, we can gain valuable insights into the challenges and opportunities of our own time. Outro. What are your thoughts on the lessons of the Great Depression? How do you see its impact on today's world? Share your perspectives in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations of significant historical events. Thanks for watching.